Hi, welcome back to my channel. I'm Jim. This is What the Farm. Today, I'm going to continue a conversation we started last month about our alpacas. There was some interest from people to see what happened next.
I'll
If
answer
you
you
don't
well.
remember, we're going through mating season and having some trouble associated with that. Before we get into that, do me a favor and LSS my video. That means like, share, and subscribe. If you have any comments, drop them. If you have any suggestions, let me know. I'm always interested in coming up with new ideas that we can do. There's some stuff in the works that is going to be, at least from my perspective, pretty funny. Um, there's also an endless list of junk going on around here. So stay tuned, check back. I'm going to get better about posting long form content this year. I've been spending a lot of time making a lot of videos, a lot of them involving me petting animals. And a lot of those videos are me chasing around alpacas, and my days are endlessly occupied with interesting, you know, curiosities about these furry animals. So last time, what was going on? Uh, we had paired off different animals, and it caused a huge uh, um, dominance problem amongst the boys. Um, I had to separate Gray Cloud several times because he kept attacking and trying to hurt the other males. The other males are Chico, he's all white, and Afterburn, he is gray and has little black rings around his eyes. Um, and that uh, eventually got to where I had taken Gray Cloud out of the donkey or the alpaca pasture and put him over with the donkeys all the way across on the other side of the farm. And the point of that was, if I could take them out of sight, that maybe we could stop this. Uh, that didn't work. Gray Cloud stood at his fence humming across the yard, and Afterburn stood at his fence. And they would hum to each other day and night, loudly, quietly. Um, it was very sweet, but ineffective, because all that was going on is Gray Cloud was humming to Afterburn, who was turning around and relaying the messages to the female, and that animal is the most frustrating character that he is, and I'm just fascinated with him. So I brought him back, and started really paying attention to their body language. So I would just stay in the pen with them and let them fight. I would let whatever is going to happen is going to happen. If it gets out of hand or somebody's like trying to bite each other's testicles off, then I would intervene. But I didn't do anything. I would just stop them and stay there. And the two, Afterburn and Chico, figured this out. So if they were getting sick of playing games with Gray Cloud, they would come hide behind me. And this, after a few days, this actually worked. It ended the complete domination game that Gray Cloud was playing. And what he wanted to do is beat them both into submission so that they wouldn't breed with anyone and that's probably normal amongst alpacas to have a dominant male that wants to do all the breeding. The problem with it is at least half of our females are his children or grandchildren or sister or brother. So like we cannot do this. It has to be managed breeding. And as time has gone on, he has spent a lot of time and a lot of effort interacting with the females, so that they're now wary of me because he is like telling them to stay away from me because he's looking at me as like a competitor for their attention, affection, or whatever. And the sad thing is that we still have females that are going into heat, which sets this off over and over and over. I have not, it's the in North Florida here. It's now the cold part of the year, so I am not inclined to let any breeding happen. We're gonna wait until shearing season. I shear them myself, and probably what I'm gonna do is as they get sheared, I'll put them in the pens where they're gonna spend the next couple weeks, and then I will put one boy with one group, another boy with another group, and then the third boy with a third group, and that's the females they're gonna breed with, and they're just gonna stay there for a couple weeks. If I didn't mention it last time, what happened the first time we did breeding was the boys mated with the girl they were with, and then the girls and the boys all stood at the fence looking at the boy or the girl from the other side, like, now that I bred with this one, I want to breed with this one, and then this one, and my impression is, I don't know this, but I can imagine in the wild that what happens is these matches are bred repeatedly over and over and over by all the boys until at some point they get pregnant, and then they will stop allowing it. But I've also read many things that say if you don't intervene, the boys will just continuously
It's spitting at me.
breed them, hurting them. In the spring, this ought to be interesting. It might be interesting content. Maybe I'll set up a camera to kind of record their nonsense when I'm not there. I will post a couple overlays in here of some of the shenanigans that had gone on. They continue to go on. Gray Cloud is so dominant and so obsessed with me that like some of my videos of my shorts side are like me petting the animals, and he has decided that if I pet the other animals, to attack them. And so I'll be petting Chico or Afterburn, and he will come firing out of nowhere.
You can still dye your hair blue, I promise.
To intervene, as if I did something bad or they're doing something bad. It's wildly entertaining to me, but the other, the boys who are the victims of this, then they have to put up with Gray Cloud being angry at them. And this could go on for 3 or 4 hours of him trying to pick a fight with them. He's so odd, this Gray Cloud character, that he will like sacrifice himself to get trapped by me. It's not really trapped. It's just he'll go stand somewhere where I can kind of corner him.
There you go.
Because none of the boys are particularly willing to just come say hello or get pet or anything.
This is what you guys do all day.
They're skittish again. But he will put himself in a position where it looks like he's trapped. In that hopes of distracting me from the other animals, and then he's spitting and screaming his head off at me. If you've seen any of my shorts, all of those, he loves me to chase him until he's screaming his head off. He stands out in the field staring for where am I going to come. So like, when will I be there? When is it his turn? He is such an attention hound, and to me, it's super adorable. Like I just can't get enough. He is so cute. But
step one,
he is
tear apart, rip. Thanks, Gray Cloud.
He is.
That's very helpful.
I'm trying to not swear, but I mean, he could be a real pain in the neck. And I don't know. I never thought that like having a bunch of farm animals would make me so happy. it's like having a bunch of friends who can't communicate with you in any kind of meaningful way, and you have to try to figure out what they're trying to tell you. Um, but alpacas have very distinct body language, and it's actually quite easy to kind of figure out what they're saying to each other, to you, um, and I don't know. I've heard other people say that alpacas are a handful, and I mean, they're not a dog, but they're very smart and they can figure things out. Anyway, this is a wonderful,
Hawk to its
wonderful
core.
experience. I wish I had gotten into farming, alpaca farming 25, 30 years ago. But anyway, drop me a comment. Let me know what you think. I got some stuff in the store for the alpacas coming in. It's in the mail. Some things are in the mail. Other things are going to be kind of summer projects that we're going to work on. I'm excited. I'm going to make a lot more long form content this year. I know I kind of had a weak start, but talking to a camera takes practice. It gets hard, and I'll get better. I generally record these things just straight through, no editing, no changing anything. There might be, for this particular one, I'm going to throw in a couple of overlays of alpaca activities, and I hope you find it entertaining.
Come on.
If you do, let me know. If you don't, let me know. And I'll talk to you next time. All right, bye.